we had election and I was reappointed on the executive.
Okay.
But that was just a day before I came up here, so I haven't done anything.
Okay.
But I am of the opinion that the Calypso Association has some work to do. I think that after Carnival is over, there is not enough post-mortem, not enough reevaluation, and planning through the year. So that is one of the things I would like the association to take on board, and so we can push Calypso a little further. But I must say, I mean, the guys, they work. There are some good workers there. They work, and the Calypso House and the level of the Calypso show testifies to that.
But to their hard work.
To their hard work. But there is always space for improvement.
Okay. And so what is the relationship between the two? The man behind the Showdown Camp and the association?
Well, Calypso is a very competitive thing. So there is a lot of times when the feeling, the competitive thing drives, or overshadows otherwise calm relationships, because like I said, Calypso is very competitive.
Right.
So there are times when it would seem like we are at odds with each other, but that's what Calypso is about. But it is getting better because a lot of the guys on the Calypso Association are members of the other camp, Stardom Tent.
Okay, yes.
So like I said, the competition never ends.
Yes,
so this creates little at odd moments.
Yeah.
But basically, guys get along well.
Yes. At the end of the day, it's the music, and it's about Dominica, and it's about our culture.
It's about the Calypso, yes.
And it's about just having fun at the end of the day. And just promoting us as people, as our people.
Yes, and then we need to have that as our main item on the agenda.
Okay, so that is basically your advice to us as Dominicans, is just to keep on having that as our main agenda. This is what we are. We need to have.
And in that same vein, what I would like Dominicans to keep in mind as well is to support the Calypso, not just by loving the Calypsos, but by purchasing the authentic Calypso CDs, and not supporting the piracy, because for us to be able to continue, I mean, we make this plea over and over, but every opportunity I get, I make it, because people are not aware of how much they're hurting the culture by purchasing pirated CDs.
Yes.
Because it costs to produce an album is going to cost you about $15,000 minimum if you know how to cut corners.
Right.
And then you have to sell at least 1,000 CDs to be able to break even.
Yes.
And nowadays you can't even sell 200. A few years ago we were selling 600, 700, 800. So the piracy is getting worse, and people, I guess, some people know, but many people are not aware, because they get the pirate CD for a few dollars. They figure, okay, I save some money.
Right.
You save some money, but you're killing the culture.
Yes,
we cannot overemphasize that Dominicans, your contribution, is to buy the authentic music, buy the real CDs, help the artists to be able to do another CD. And understand that every time you buy a pirate CD, you're sinning against your country.
Right. That's pretty strong, people. That is Yakima. So tell me, why haven't we seen a female monarch?
Calypso has been dominated by men.
Yes.
In Trinidad, I know Calypso Rose has won the crown, Singing Sandra more recently among women. And I would want to say it has to do with the voice as well, because a man's voice is so much stronger. And but then Singing Sandra and Calypso Rose have dispelled that thing, and Singing Sandra has a very powerful voice. A few women in Dominica have come pretty close.
Right.
Tarina came first runner-up, and 1 year, and if I may say so, she gave Dice quite a run, you know, or even probably gave us a little scare, you know. And then this year, Tasha P, young lady, beautiful singer, beautiful young girl. I like the way she presents. She is very much in control. She came second runner-up. So maybe one day we will see it happening. But I think the advantage the man has, most of all, is the power of the voice. You know, the man voice is much broader, much bigger, much stronger. And that's one of the reasons too why it's even difficult for a woman to get a good match. Not impossible. I think it will happen one day, you know. But I guess that's what it is. And in that light, sometimes we talk about the bringing back the women's Calypso competition, because we used to have that before. We
remember that.
We used to have a Calypso, women's Calypso competition. We used to have a queen. Even at mass camp, we on our final night, the champ of the camp, we have the champ of the camp, and then we have the queen of the camp. So the women can get a chance to win as well. But I believe one day some young girl is going to come and show the men that we too can rule the kingdom.
I think so too. I think so too. This is Shanika with DominicaSauce.com, here again with Pat Aaron. You look like you're just enjoying the music right now.
Always. Always.
He almost looks like he's in a trance. You know, when I see the music, when I hear the music and I see his face, I could see raw passion in this man's face. But here's the question: how do you write for a junior monarch? How do you write for a kid versus an adult? How do you get into the mind of a kid? How do you see the world as a kid again? Because you've done a lot of writing for the juniors.
Well, remember I was once a kid.
True.
And the important thing is, even while you develop into an adult, into maturity, there are certain remember the saying, once a man, twice a child.
True.
So you never really get rid of the
childlike,
kid in you.
yes.
And I also think it's helpful to hold on to certain aspects of the child in you.
Very
because
true.
you have children, you have to know how to deal with them.
Right.
You know, you have to keep in touch. And you have to know what is palatable to children. You know, you know their ceilings.
Yes.
And their foundation.
Yes.
So you have to know. So that's what I incorporate when I write for the juniors, and also what direction you would like to take them. So Calypso provides a good means of directing them.
That's good. That's true. That's very good. So do you have a protege? Do you have someone who is, you're basically coaching and grooming into this world of not only writing, but you know, just being a Pat Aaron? Because you are an icon. Let me just say that you are an icon. And
thank you. And well, a great part of my life is philosophy. You know, and so I think that kind of takes in part of the question you want to ask, who am I mentoring, so to speak. I have tried doing workshops for young people on a few occasions too, because continuity is important.
Yes.
And one of the best measuring words of leadership is continuity. But I have found that most of the young people, they don't want to learn to write a song, they want you to write them a song. So I have a little boy who is 4 years old.
Wow.
And that's the one who spends most time around me. He follows me around the most. So this is the one I'm hoping to pass it on to.
Awesome, awesome. I like that. I like that. 4 years old and he's already being groomed. I like that.
He's always composing. He's always composing.
So how would you like to be remembered?
As the man who wrote about everything.
I like that. That's short and sweet. I like that. That is exactly short and sweet. So what awards have you received in your lifetime?
Oh, many awards. You know, I must say, While it is true that many people don't get the flowers in their lifetime, I must say I've been blessed to receive many awards. I have received from successive governments, from private